That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't, we
quick
can't, we
question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Oh, yo. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 5K subs. I'm going to get right into it. I hope you all had a great day and things of that sort. It was a sad day in the news in America, if you're in America, because I'm in America. So that is the vantage point of where I'm reporting from. And with that being said, without further ado, you guys see the title, so you know what this video is about. Let's get into it.
We were over in the.
Saw that it happened. Is that right?
Yeah, well, I mean, we were over in the loading bay right here next to it and started seeing everybody run. The maintenance guys were telling everybody to get out of the building. So everybody started.
Hold on. Let me make sure all my things are right as well. And shouts out to, hold on, I need to do the shout out now. That is important. Got to make sure all the facilities are correct. Shouts out to Alicia Devine, photojournalist with USA Today and TD Online. What the TD stand for? The Tallahassee Democrat. Yeah. Shout out to the Tallahassee Democrat. Shout out to Gannett.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, I mean, we were over in the loading bay right here next to it and started seeing everybody run. The maintenance guys were telling everybody to get out of the building. So everybody started coming out the back. And I mean, if they would have probably moved 20 feet further, they would have been on this side of the building, which is where he walked out. He came out.
The shooter.
Yeah, he came out this door right here, and then he saw the maintenance guy who was waving everybody, and I guess heard him probably, and turned and shot that way towards like our direction, towards him. There's a golf cart over here with a bullet hole in it.
Yeah, we got a picture of
that blocked it. So that was meant for him. And then after that, he turned this way and started shooting out on the green. He didn't shoot many shots when he came outside. It was only like 4 or 5 shots, but he shot like 2 at our direction, and then he shot like 2 this direction. And that's the girl that got shot in the butt over here that was laying down for a while. They stretchered her off. She looked like she was alive, but I'm not sure. I hope that she is. But then he went back inside. I should have probably hid. I pulled out my phone and started videoing everything and came back out. I heard that there was a shotgun that never fired that they saw, so they had me looking in the bushes for a shotgun for a while.
And who's they? Have you?
The cops showed up very fast, like almost instantly. Tons and tons of cops showed up instantly. I mean, there were probably 20 cops within 5 minutes, just right there. But then, as well as the 100 that were out here.
Yeah. Did you see many multiple shooters?
I didn't see multiple. There was only the one that was in here. But what I've heard is that they had one at each entrance. So I think that like this was the guy on this side, and then there was probably one on that side and one on that side.
So nobody was going to get out, essentially.
Yeah, they had it planned. I mean, it seems like a coordinated thing. It was definitely coordinated.
And what were you doing here? Were you getting ready to go to the Union? What was like? Were you?
No, I had just left. I was going to my car.
So you were just leaving.
Parked on the service road right
How's
there.
that make you feel knowing you kind of missed the brunt of it?
Well, I mean, good. I'm glad I'm alive. I'm glad everybody else standing here wasn't right there, but and I'm glad that my maintenance guy who was helping by everybody out got missed. But I mean, it's crazy. People are sick. There's sick people in the world.
We were literally just talking about Tallahassee yesterday on the channel, talking about Charlie Ward being hired by FAMU and being a Florida State great and to be hired at FAMU. Apparently, Charlie Ward's father, he played at FAMU as a running back back in the day. And so, Charlie Ward has deep family roots and everything like that in the Tallahassee area. Very ironic. Very next day, this happens on campus. It's always a tragic, traumatic thing, especially nowadays. The more and more like time goes on, the more and more is like everybody's kind of first reaction to record. Like he said, he came back out and he started recording. There's so many videos that pop out when these things initially happen. If you're on social media at the right time, on the right platform, or I guess the wrong time and the wrong platform, you're bound to see some pretty graphic and just explicit things that we probably shouldn't be consuming as just usual humans, normal humans, and things of that sort on a daily basis. some pretty gross stuff. And yeah, man, nobody should have to be put through that. The kids here, especially the faculty and the staff, the people who are just trying to do their job and just trying to get through the day. And for people to kind of have a thing out, whether it's mental illness or just personal vendettas against the world and society, universities, institutions, it's always a sad thing. Always a sad thing. And it only happens in one country. So here's the next one. It's a student's point of view.
This way, this way. Where do I need to sit?
Fucking real, dude.
That's made in the building.
Well, yeah.
This way, this way.
Crazy. And these are kids. This is a generation that they grew up with these fire drills, not fire drills, but with these, you know what I'm saying, tragedy drills and things of that sort. So they, even though they're like kind of frantic a little bit, they're a little more calm paced because these kids grew up doing this in high school, middle school, and things of that sort. Like a great point that we're gonna get to eventually. We're gonna get to here. But yeah, is that a lot of these kids, like the seniors, a lot of those are the same kids from the Parkland situation a few years ago, just grown up, and those kids have had to deal with this twice. How will they ever even trust the school campus again? You know, I know me personally. I'm just talking about from my perspective because it's my perspective. But like with work, right? After I work from home for an extended period of time, uh, like when I got to go back in the office, I'm like, oh, I gotta go back in the office. This and that. And it used to be the office was just like, all right, just go back in the office, you know. But now it's like, oh, buddy. And I can only imagine what it's like for a student who has gone through not one of these, but two of these in their lifetimes as a student, from the time where they were younger in school and grade school and things of that sort to the time that they are older and young adults finishing school as seniors in college and undergrad and stuff. Like I can only imagine what that is like. It's just like, okay, I gotta overcome my fear and come back to it. Like, gotta go back to school at some point. For it to happen again, you probably be so paranoid to the point where you wouldn't even leave the crib. Like me personally, I barely leave the crib over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a new city, new area, everything. Like I rarely leave the crib. You know what I'm saying? For safety reasons and stuff like that. And that's just what all the locals told me when I moved here. They're like, be safe, be safe, be safe. And that's what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Situations like these, sometimes people do all the right things. They're probably just, you know what I'm saying, like me. Like the only time they leave the dorm or the apartment is to go to work, go to school, or get some groceries, bro. Run errands. And for that to happen, for people just trying to go about their days is insane to me. What is this? Is this his TikTok, Twitter? And he has a Bible verse in the bio. You are my word club, my weapon for battle. With you, I shatter nations. Oh, with you, I destroy kingdoms. Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. He's clearly making fun of the protesters. If you're bothered to actually find the article and read it, you see it in its mentions as an onlooker, not a member of the protest itself. That's not even him in the photo you posted. It looks like him in the photo, like because other outlets are using this photo. Let me see, Phoenix. Let me see. Copy and paste into, yeah, it's him. Fox News got him. New York Post has him. Phoenix Igner. Oh yeah, that does look different than the other guy, but it's the same guy. It's just probably like an older photo. Excuse me. Terrifying footage during the chaos of the Florida State Tallahassee situation shows a man marching up and down, and you see it right there. I cannot show this on YouTube, but this is him allegedly the suspected guy. So yeah, okay, all right. Anyways, let me get out of here before New York Post gets me in trouble tonight. Okay. Next thing. Oh yeah. Where's the Oh, okay. Here's a student that spoke.
DeSantis, the president, Donald. I'm gonna call on Governor Ron DeSantis, the president, Donald Trump for, this stuff keeps going on, right? But we're praying every day. Prayer is good. Spirituality is good, but prayers don't do much, right? So it's good for the soul, but is this still happening? I think it is. So we need to make some gun reforms.
The thing about these kids is they grew up giving these same speeches, and then it's like it's almost sad to the point where it's like, okay, now it's their turn to tell the, you know what I'm saying? Now their turn to use the speech that they've been using all their lives growing up. And legislation hasn't changed. And this was something that, a lot of people were very critical of Kamala Harris and what she did as a vice president. But one thing I saw firsthand and I covered firsthand was she was extreme loud and proud advocate of Second Amendment reform and things of that sort. She, like she said, she's a supporter of the Second Amendment and believer of it. She's just like, okay, but like it should be more difficult to get access to these things that can alter lives, because it's gotten out of control, and it's been out of control for generations and generations. And Quavo has been kind of with her a lot with that stuff when she was in office and things of that sort. She was trying to get stuff passed, but you know how that goes. 3 branches of government, all of that stuff. President, vice president can only do so much. And the same thing, even now, it's the thing, it's the same thing. However, they do control, I believe that party controls most of, who controls so yeah, they control the Senate. They control the Senate. Who controls the House? And here it is. It's the same thing. Same thing on this side as well with the House. So they control the House and the Senate. But yeah. Anyways. But that being said, it's like you can only get stuff passed with kind of like usually who is more with the more and stuff and things of that sort. So frustrating times for people who believe in reform and things of that sort. But I don't know. At what point are you like, dang, okay, this is just something that we got to live with and we got to figure out how to work around it. If there is a way to work around it, I don't know. FAMU still had class. Speaking of FAMU, earlier, someone shared the email, which is, I think it's just kind of crazy, in my opinion. I know, like, crazy is like a what was the word for it? Tabloid, like not tabloid, but a provocative word nowadays, or whatever, however you say it. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Class is still on, but praying for those affected. FSU, per the news, sales management, all caps. Class, yes, we still have class, but praying for our neighbor school and those affected. Group presentations for group 1, 2, and 3 Only 2 groups have to upload their presentations by tomorrow's class. Business casual is fine. This is insane, bro. This is insane because you're talking about a school in the same town as another school. It's a college town. This is where Mr. Tuski, Lil Tyler's from this town and things of that sort, everything like that. And I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I think if it happened there, like, you're definitely going to be shaken up. Like, if you had a cousin that used to go there, you're shaken up. If you know somebody that used to go there, you're shaken up. So just imagine the people that actually go to school in the same area, in the same town, the same day that it happened. And the reports of the guy being, kind of allegedly running around campus was going on felt like 20, 30 minutes before they were like, oh, yeah, they got him in custody. They caught him. Bro, that's a long time. And Tallahassee's only so big. So for that to happen over there and to still have class the same day and be like, yo, turn in your project by tomorrow is insane. It's insane, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Unless it's journalism class and the assignment is to write a story about this, is no reason for any kid to have to physically go, especially in a post. Excuse me, not even a post, but I guess after years of panini, right, era and things of that sort in society, like, kids, you can do virtual class, bro. You can do virtual class or no class at all. Like, a lot of those kids probably know those kids at the other schools, and they might know someone who's affected. All these things, bro. I think it's just a bit dismissive and tone deaf. I think a lot of times we can get caught up in that stuff and just be dismissive and forget like human elements to stuff. This is from Fred Guttenberg. American is broken. My daughter Jamie was unalived in the Parkland school situation tragedy. Many of her friends were lucky enough to survive that tragic situation, and went on to attend Florida State. Incredibly, some of them were just a part of the second school tragedy, and some were in the student union today. As a father, all I ever wanted after the Parkland tragedy was to keep our children safe. Sadly, because of the many people who refuse to do the right things about reducing this type of violence, I'm not surprised about what happened today. It's really sad, man. It's really sad. Excuse me. You go to Fred's page. It's like, thing is, he's holding a book with his daughter. I'm seeing a baby. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's just really sad. And shout out to Fred and Find Helpers and everything like that. Tragic situation all the way around. I'm sorry for yawning. Apologize. But yes, next topic. Next
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.